Backpack Radio, we here with another one. We got y'all very own Lizzie Yayo in the building. Yeah, so I'd like to ask you the first question. Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Originally, I am from Panama City, Panama. And of course, let me start off with saying, it's Lizzie Yayo in the fucking building. Okay, I'm a representative of the 2-6. Proud representative.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, I want to start off by going back 5 months ago. We had a lit song that I messed with, you know, and I vibed to it. It's that You Got Me. How was the vibe when you recorded that song?
It was exactly what it said. Yeah, but you know, with that song, it's exactly what it meant. People had me fucked up, you feel me? And I thought that that would be something relatable for people that have been around people that felt like they can treat them any kind of way, do them any kind of way. And simply, they had me fucked up and I had to speak on it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing music?
I've been doing music for almost all my life. You know, I took it serious in 2009 when I started off with gospel singing.
You said gospel singing?
Yeah, it was gospel.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
I was able to travel, go out of the country, and came back to the Ville and got connected with a couple of friends. And I transitioned into worldly music.
I like that now. I didn't know you did gospel music, so you know I'm gonna go ahead and touch on that. So in the gospel, you know, you got to choir. What was your, was the soprano? You know what I'm saying? What voice you had hit inside the choir, right?
I was a soprano.
Soprano?
Yes, soprano, alto.
That's what I'm talking
that
about.
was before me smoking and stuff like that. But you know, I can still hit the tone. Give me a week to stop, you know, I'll be good.
Okay, so you from Panama, right?
Yeah.
So what got you to move to North Carolina?
Military. My father was military.
That's good. That's what I'm talking about. So tell me, how do you mix your Panama style with the North Carolina vibe?
Well, when I first got here, being that I am African American Latina, people would look at me like, oh, well, she's black. Why she speaking Spanish? You know, and that kind of made me feel bad as a child. You're getting teased and everything like that. So I kind of pulled away from speaking Spanish, except if I'm talking to my homegirls and we talking about somebody or something like that. Yeah. Or, you know, just talking to somebody that don't know how to speak the English language, then I'll spit it down.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So you was really using your language to help people translate with people who they couldn't understand.
Yes, that's something that I took up in high school. When people would come from different countries, I helped them out.
Wow, see, look at that. Very informal right there, learning something new every time I'm talking to you right now. And I love your style. I just want to know where you get it from.
Myself, just me and me. I could say that I was raised by a queen. You know, my mother, and shout out to Albertina Lee. You know, she definitely raised me right. And being here in Fayetteville also helped mold me.
Yeah.
You know, yes, I'm a representative of the 2-6, but I'm a Bonnie Doon bred. You know, being around a lot of people that's different, that try to slide you, makes you the type of thing, you gotta look behind the rear view type thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, they helped mold me into who I am. And still being educated, going to school, making sure I get my degrees intact and everything. So just being able to blend.
Yeah. And you doing that very well. I promise you're doing that very well. Now, I want to go back to Money on My Mind, that video you saw in New York. Yeah. I'm going back. I know I am. I went, it's about a year, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I went back. I liked that energy. I really did like the video too. So, you know what I'm saying, how was that, you know, going to another area, you know, shooting the video and a nice unknown scenery?
It was great. I had, shout out to Tiny, you know, he actually had everything set up for us when we went up there to hit the 5 boroughs up in New York. And I would say 33 winners. He shot that video. Yo, 6K, dope. You know, the vibe was everything. I felt like everywhere I go, I feel like I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So it was really my first video that I was actually able to put out because other people was playing with me. You know, so a little bit nervous, you know, but I ended up getting more comfortable throughout the time that it was out there.
Yeah.
Because Money on My Mind, I've had that song for a long time. And I was like, yo, I don't want to waste this. I want people to hear this because this is really who I am. This is who I was. I don't transition.
Real, hey, I like the transition because when I watch the video, I'm like, look at a boss lady right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I liked the style, I liked the video, everything. I was like, yeah, I mess with that. I liked that. Now, this is the original question, but I see now from talking to you, I have to change it. The original question is, do you consider yourself a diva? But I'm gonna scratch that. Do you consider yourself a queen? Because, you know, as we've been talking, you know, you've been saying queen.
Yes, I am a queen. I'm a queen, I'm a boss, I could be a diva.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could be all of that. I just feel as though I've done a lot, I've been through a lot. I'm able to motivate, inspire a lot of young ladies, women as well. So that's not something that you just can run with and say, oh yeah, I'm a queen, and you ain't did nothing queen-like. You're not moving around like a queen. You know, I'm big on my morals. You know, I ain't perfect. Nobody is perfect.
I totally agree with that.
But at the same time, I still have to look like, hey, I got little girls that look up to me. You know, so I had to move a certain type of way.
Yeah. Okay. So, what message are you trying to tell when you put out your music?
When I put out, it all depends on what. Matter of fact, all my music is just been me.
Yeah.
This is who I am.
Okay.
Whether you can relate to it or not, this is me. This is. It's just something that I use to be able to project myself and for the other people to get to know who they're dealing with. And I keep it raw, I keep it myself.
Yeah, I feel that right there. And I love your flow, and I would like to know, how did you develop it? Because, you know, you got like a versatile style because you can sing and you can rap.
It just came with whatever beat come on.
Okay.
Whatever beat comes on is however I'm drafted into how I'm gonna come on it.
Okay.
And it's just crazy that every time I do come on the beat, it's something different every time.
Huh. So I have a question for you though.
Yes.
Have you ever thought about doing Spanish music?
I have a song called In My Bag that I have done.
Hey, we gonna touch on that, cause
so it has a little bit of Spanish in it.
Yeah, it do.
Shout out to Busta Brown. You know, he had put together a group of females in the city and surrounding areas, and it was like, okay, well, I'm gonna give you this amount of music, the instrumentals. Pick one. I was like, man, let me go ahead and do this. I like this beat. Let me throw that up on there. It's just to show my versatility.
Oh yeah, cause that was dope right there in my bag. Yeah, we gonna touch back on that. I promise that one. Now I'm a baddie. My daughter liked that song. We already spoke upon that, you know. So what it was like when you made that vibe? Because, you know, because you got my daughter lit. Every time since she heard that song, she she play it now.
Okay. Shout out to her. Oh man, that was my first girly song.
Okay.
You know, because like considered a female out here living a certain type of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Hustling. Just being like one of the niggas out here. Because, you know, I'm not going to degrade myself, but a lady thug. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? I want to do something for ladies, man. And coming together with Mozzie and we in the studio, the beat came on. It was like, okay, boom, I'm a baby. Yeah. So yeah, that's how that came about, just like that.
Hey, I like that. Meow. Yeah, I'm fucking with that right there. That's like a signature slogan for yourself right there. I fucks with it. You feel me? When you perform, I got it. It threw me off. Okay, when you perform, what do you want the crowd to gravitate to when you step out? Like, what it is that when you step out, you want the crowd to gravitate to when you step out?
Every time I hit the stage, I just want them to not just be engaged with my lyrics, but to see entertainment as well, because as an artist, you have to be a performer.
True.
I'm not just gonna sit up there and stand still and give you what I have. I want you guys to feel it all the way through. I want y'all to move with me and everything. So definitely a performance.
Got you. Out of all the women in the rap industry, who you compare yourself to as in lyrics?
Nobody.
That's what I'm talking about.
And shout out to all the women out there, the ones that pay wage, you know. But yeah, nah.
Hey, I feel that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know this about you until I did my research, and we done touched on it throughout the interview. And you sing. I just want to know, why don't you have more songs like that? Because I know you got Confused, you know. I know you got Been Through It All, Just Don't, hold on for a minute, Just Don't Wanna. That you touched on a little singers, but how come you don't have, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more of that?
I'm working on that. I want to say my next, probably, I'm working on it. I definitely am, because a lot of people are interested, and a lot of people like what I have going on. But yeah, I started off singing, that's how I break through, but I also like the rap because it gets me there quicker. Like, I want y'all to hear me right now, you know, and it ain't getting out there, you feel me? Because as you can see, I be sitting and I be wanting to say what I have to say right away, but I be taking my time with it as well, you know what I'm saying? But it's definitely coming.
Okay. Now, Confused. How did you tap into that deep emotional song? Because it was very emotional from what I heard.
Just at that time, be like, you get confused sometimes in a relationship where everything is going so well, and you don't want to grasp on that what's so good because you're afraid of it going sour.
Gotcha.
But definitely it was also a positive note on that song, as far as wanting to pursue something that could be great. But ended up sour any damn way, but you know, motivation. My bad.
You trying to get me
Get out my bag. They can't get it together.
Yeah. So I see you draw Queen Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying? How did that feel?
First, I have to shout out CJ Savage on the beat, for the beat.
CJ Savage. This is my second time hearing about him. Last time I heard about him was a Smiley Quinn interview.
And that's my boo. Shout out to her. And a chef, because he whipped it up in the kitchen.
Okay.
Now, Queen Elizabeth, okay, I'm very humble. So when CJ came in, hey man, you need to do something about you being a queen. I'm like, man, you know, I don't want nobody, they already think of me like I'm all this and that, when I'm really just be chilling, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when he opened them doors, I was like, you know, if you think it's okay, then shit, it must be okay to actually let these motherfuckers know that I'm really out here.
That part.
Because I done put in too much work for people to be playing with me. So, Queen Elizabeth came about. And that is really the biggest transition to the Lizzie Yayo now.
Yes.
So every city that I go to, like every female, first and foremost, are queens in their own way. But when I step out, I'm a queen in my way.
That part.
So all hell the queen.
Hey man, I ain't gonna much lie though, man. Your attitude, like, I love it. I love it, but it reminds me of Nikki. Like, y'all two got the same type of attitude.
But she
like,
a boss, she a queen too.
But it ain't nothing wrong with that, because what I'm getting out of it is that y'all just women who just, y'all know what y'all want. If you want it, you gonna go get it. And whoever's in the way, you gonna get out the way, because I want
I'm
that.
gonna bulldozer you, move you, however it got to go.
For real. For real. So, well, okay, we're gonna test on that. I heard you speak a little Spanish, you know, because we already had touched on that. So how did you learn how to speak Spanish?
It wasn't nothing that was learned. It was picked up. Living in Panama, I had my cousins, my aunts, my family, they all spoke Spanish. So in order for me to survive, live around them, and interact, I had to know how to speak with them.
I feel you. You had to adapt to your environment.
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you express your pain through your music, like the song Just Don't Wanna Confuse, Tired, and More? Because, you know what I'm saying, the list goes on now. I've been...
Now, yes, like I said, I speak who I am in my music. As far as going in depth, like, been through it all, yes, that was something that I had to express myself through lyrically. Tired, that was one of my newest songs that I did. Shout out to Zach Taylor with 3 A's and Maserati Santana on that track, you know. But yeah, definitely that was something that I literally just wrote that right then and there.
Yeah.
Right then and there. I was like, man, look, I got an opportunity to be on the track, but let me go ahead and be on this track, man, you know.
Yeah.
So, and with Debbie, that was something that he had already had together. So shout out to Debbie. That's his song that I was blessed to be on. So I made sure I let everybody know that's his song I was blessed to be on. When he chose to have me on that track, it was great because I understood exactly the assignment.
For real, for real. Now, are there any other things you like to do besides entertainment? Like any hobbies you have?
Being a mother, for one, I know that's not a hobby that comes with the territory, but that's something that I love.
Yeah.
Gymnastics.
Wow.
Is a passion of mine.
Wow, that's new right there.
I did gymnastics from the age of 8 to 16, and I coached from 14 to about 3 years ago.
Wow.
So that's a passion. I like to read.
Okay.
Those are a couple of things that.
So then how does it feel to be able to connect with the youth, as in, you know, showing your leadership to the youth as in coaching?
Oh, I love it. I love being able to train children to be awesome, because I've had the opportunity to help build girls that have been to universities, placed at state, national, that has taken it to a whole nother level, like what is it, the Knicks basketball team.
Yeah.
Even if they cheerleading now, it came from gymnastics, and to know that I was able to inspire a lot of young women, it's everything to me.
That's what's up right there, man. I like that. I like that, and that's wonderful to see that you in the youth the way you are, because, you know, a lot of people don't do that. You know, they be too busy focusing on
themselves.
There you go. So, what are the things you want to accomplish during your career?
I just want to leave a legacy. I want to leave something behind for generations and generations and generations. You know, that's really it. I don't have to become famous. You know, as long as my residuals are getting good in the place, I'm okay with that.
That part. I like this question right here I got next. Out of all these questions, these are my favorite questions. This is my favorite question. I see you and Maserati Santana have quite a few songs, and it seems like y'all more than just business partners. Do you all have some type of chemistry? Yeah, so I want to know, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
How is the relationship?
You know, everything is everything. You know, we definitely support each other in everything that we do. We share a beautiful child, work together.
Yeah.
We're building something that no one else is building in the city.
That's what's up. So I want to touch on, so it's like Jay-Z, Beyonce,
You know, we can't
you know what I'm
have
saying? A$AP Rocky and Rihanna. I'm talking about, you know, so these billionaire couples right here now.
That's what we do. Definitely what we're
You
doing.
feel me? Man, I'm gonna take a drink for that one, y'all.
That part.
So how long you been with BMP?
From when it started. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And still,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. So you a lifer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. So, been through it all. Was that song, like, it seemed like it was very personal. Been through it all. That song, I listened to that song, like, I ain't gonna lie, when I first heard it, I had to play it back like 5 or 6 times, like, if I'm not mistaken, because I had to really, like, get a hold of that song. And it seemed like you was really getting personal with that song. So I just want to know, were you personal with that song right there?
I was very personal with that song. Shout out to Q Hayes for the beat and the recording of that song. People go through domestic situations, and that was one of the songs that expressed my domestic violence situation. So I am definitely an advocate for that. That song, it's crazy because I had put it out while I was going through what I was going through. It got put out, let's say, 3 months after the death of my son's father, and that's something that was based on that. So, yeah, that's definitely a song that people that love of mine. I actually had 2 versions. And they was like, that ain't the same beat. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give y'all what you want, because I know how important it was for a lot of women, because they were really digging that song.
Shit, I was digging that song. Like I said, it was. I felt Joe pain on that song. I played it like 5 or 6 times, probably more. For real, for real. I was like, wow, she really got deep. Like, you got a lot of songs, but that song, I was like, you got real deep on it. Yeah. You know, I'm just gonna switch up the vibe real quick. You know. So I also did some more research, you know, and I seen that you also into modeling. You know, how did you get involved into the modeling?
I want to say I was 11, and a gentleman had seen me and my mom at a store, and he was like, oh man, you gotta look. So me and my mother, we picked up on that what we call a go-see, but it seemed kind of fraudulent. So I ended up putting a halt to that until I became an adult, and I started pursuing that with a different mindset.
Okay.
And so I'm a glamour model. I'm published. I've been in about 5 different magazines. That did open a lot of doors for me, especially when it came down to my music, because like people was like, "Oh, you model and you do this," so that was a beautiful wave for me, which I'm getting back into. So
awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
So start booking them, y'all hear that? She's gonna get back into it. Y'all start booking photographers.
Okay.
You know.
And if you need a video girl, I'm there too.
There you go. You feel me now? I'm finna go back because I had dug deep. I'm gonna go back. I seen that you opened up for the Boosie concert.
Yes, I have.
You know what I'm saying? How was that vibe right there? Cause that's a big step. Open up for Boosie now. Boosie, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody love Boosie, man.
Yeah, Boosie, he's one of the realest, man. And it was an honor to be able to do that. I've opened up for a couple of different people, Betty Wap.
Look at that.
J Bug. There's so much to mention that if you guys check out my EPK, you'll see, you know what I mean? But Little Boosie, yo, he's just always been 100. And being a person that's 100, I have nothing but respect for that man.
For sure. And
what he do for his community and for his people and for even upcoming artists.
For sure, you heard it from the one and only Lizzie Yayo. So how do you feel about, you know what I'm saying, Paige Pablo in North Carolina, because me personally, you know, I'm from Miami, Florida. And when Paige Pablo dropped back in the 90s, you know, he had people in Miami, Florida taking off their shirts.
Right,
So we felt like Paige Pablo, you know, was that dude. Even though we know about the other ones, but how do you feel Paige Pablo put North Carolina on the map? I ask a lot of people this question. I just want to get your input on it.
You know, I can't give the logistics. Because I'm a very factual person.
Yes.
But I definitely do know that song was lit when I was coming up. And I'm talking about I done had my hair permed and that by the end of the night it's gone.
Yeah, when that song come on, I'm telling you, man, that song had everybody like lit. You play that song, man. I mean, that's back in the days. I don't know how it was up here, but back in Miami, we have jams. Meaning that we'll go out there, somebody will throw a party and the whole, I don't care where you're from, you invited. You just come out there, I mean, the street be lit with people, like the whole block. Be so long, you see DJs out there with their DJ equipment jamming, you hear that music from about 20 blocks.
See, we used to do that, but it's not as much as it used to be back then. But yeah, that definitely was one of the lit songs. I can't say that it did bring a lot of attention to us.
So, I have a question though. Who are your 5 favorite rappers?
My 5 favorite
Five
rappers.
favorite rappers.
I would definitely say, being that I started as a singer, a lot of my, I was like,
Come on, like, no, Erica Badu.
you know, it's Brandy.
Oh,
Brandy.
okay.
Eve.
Oh, yes.
I fuck with Trina.
Okay.
Beyonce, of course.
Oh, of course. Of course.
And myself.
Exactly, you know. That's why, you feel me? But that's what's up, though. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce. Everybody love them some Beyonce.
Got to.
So, was there anybody that influenced you to start rapping?
My sister.
Okay.
We used to be in the room doing TLC.
Ooh, TLC got some classes now. We can go on and on talking about them.
Yeah, so like that, she inspired me to be a rapper at a young age. I didn't think I was going to step into that realm. So, but that, I want to say that opened my eyes as far as becoming a rapper. But at that time, I was full-hearted singer. And becoming a rapper, I would say it was just me wanting to get my words out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. But me personally, though, this is a personal opinion. I love your rapping. I ain't gonna lie. I love your rapping, but I like your singing more, though.
I hear that a lot.
I like your singing more. I feel like your singing is, you still do the rapping now, and then you still transition into your Latino culture.
Yeah.
That's just, personally, how I feel about Lizzie Yayo, motherfucker.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Let me get that shit right.
Okay. You feel me? No.
You feel me? So, when it comes to you being in the studio, like, how much time do you spend in the studio?
I like to have myself already ready. So when I can go in there and let it out. I ain't gotta waste nobody's time.
I feel you.
Yeah.
In and out. I feel you on that. So, now we gonna touch back on the BME family. You know, how is the how is, like, me personally, like, what I did my research on the BMN family.
The BMP?
The BMP family, my bad, let me tell you.
No, that's fine.
The BMP family is an empire right now. Y'all is rubbing shoulders with everybody. I mean, everybody, from what I know, because since I stepped in this world, BMP name is everywhere where I've been, and then I fuss with it, like, and I respect it.
Appreciate that.
You feel me? And then I just want to know, like, because there's so much love given to BMP, for real. It is though. And then I just want to know, like, how does it feel to be a part of an empire as BMP, as from the start to still, like, how does that feel?
First I want to shout out Maserati Santana. He's the CEO. I'm the president of the label. I'm honored to be a part of this, like, from the layout, from touching touching elbows with people, giving people the opportunity. It's a beautiful thing. It definitely is a beautiful thing to say that we were able to inspire a lot of people and to keep them motivated. And yeah, I just feel honored to be a part.
I like that, you know. And then since you were a woman of your stature, and I respect it because I learned a lot from just sitting here talking with you. I just want to know how important it is to be relevant. You know what I'm saying? Not as an artist, because you know what I'm saying, you really bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? You was a president of a label. You was an artist. You a singer. You a songwriter because you write your own stuff. You know what I'm saying? You bigger than a lot of things, and you so humble. So you know, to stay relevant, how is that like how you manage to stay relevant with all the things you're involved in?
It's become, being a mom, you are able to multitask, and I wake up to it. I wake up working, go to sleep working, you know. But as far as, it's just the love and the passion for it, really. And when I know that there's something that has to be done, I just do it. That's just how I keep it going. Try to make sure that the people is informed from my page. Make sure you guys go on my IG, follow me.
Hey, let them know what that IG is so they know now.
Yes, it's Lizzie Yayo, LIZZIEYAYO. Make sure you follow, see what we have going on. You know, I have my own talk show, and that has been going really good. I've had some great artists and some great entrepreneurs, people that is for the environment as well. So I just stay tuned. Make sure you go like and subscribe on the YouTube channel, the BNP Network as well.
Yes, because I'm subscribed. Yeah.
You know, because we're just here for the people.
For real though, y'all are though, man. Because like I have another thing too. Because like as I research, you know, I seen that you do interviews as well. You know what I'm saying? And you is lit. Like you do interviews as well.
Yes.
You know, I did my research today. I did my research, like, tell you the truth, the day that I called you, I did my research a week ago. All the way from a week ago till present.
I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I said this on a lot of interviews. I am not finna interview nobody that I don't know nothing about. Because it's not right. You feel me? And then, how do you stay consistent? Like once again, you know what I'm saying? You do a lot.
Yeah.
So how you able to still stay consistent? Like, cause like, do you sleep? Like, do you sleep?
You know, I do get a little shut-eye when I can. But as far as staying consistent, being the president of a label, you got to show and prove it. You know, you can't just say, I want you to do this or do this, and you have to show the people, you know. And plus that's what I like to do. Like I said, and in order, it's a big passion. And in order to become great, a lot of greats have stated that you have to be consistent, as we talked about earlier, and that is tremendously a fact.
Yeah, and I want to touch on your performances. When you perform, right? What is like a pet peeve? Like, matter of fact, let me rephrase that. What do you like to do before you perform?
I take a moment, of course, I do my little prayer. And I just go through what I'm gonna do. It don't end up being like that because you know, be like, okay, I'm lit. But I definitely just take the time to meditate.
Wow, like yoga, meditate?
No, just sitting.
Okay.
And thinking, and sometimes if I have the time, because it'd be so fast, everything going on, and then I'm trying to make sure other people are okay. Yeah, and so it's like I just try to take time out before I go ahead and go on stage.
Awesome. Now, is there any more projects that's in the making right now? Because, you know, I know you're still working now.
Of course.
From how we've been talking, man, you're a busy woman.
Yes, of course. I have a project that will be with Cherry Got Bars. I will be going down to Atlanta, Georgia, and that is that's going to be coming out soon. I want to say either sometime this month or next month. You all will see the visuals. It's called Game Over because we ain't playing. It's Game Over.
Yes.
But yes, we got that. I have a couple of shows. I have one June the 24th in Jacksonville, Florida. May the 27th in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Yes.
Supposed to be, which I might end up doing it, May the 26th at Panama City, Florida.
You should do it.
Yeah.
You should do it.
You should got a lot of stuff going and still working on some music in the back. So I come up with my little EPK. So y'all just stay tuned. Make sure you all follow me.
Please do, man, because it's lit out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Lizzie Yayo, man, she lit. She out here working. You know, and then I want to touch bases on this though. So like, when you not busy, what do you do in your downtime?
With my kids. Yeah. I'm with all my kids. That's really it.
Yeah, but your kids.
And so that's really not even the downtime.
Okay.
but we lit.
We lit all day, every day. And then how was it from when you first performed to the way you perform now?
I started performing, I would say, in 2014 as far as rap. Okay. So with the gospel, it was a free feeling because I know what I was doing it for, like I do now, but it was a different gift. It was a different gift. So I was nervous. I still moved around.
Okay.
But now I'm all over the place. I'm loose. I'm outside.
So you know, took all that nervousness off. It's like, man, I'm out here now.
Yeah, man, I feel like I done put my feet in the mud and I done squished my feet around a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Like, once again, though, man, we here with Lizzie Yayo, man. Yeah. Backpack Radio, we lit.
Shout out to Backpack Radio.
Yeah. Period.